Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to Man-O-Rama. Today is the 100th episode. Who knew we would make it, and we didn't get canceled? Hooray! Tonight, it's going to be a lot of Don't Be That Guy. A new segment I'm bringing in that I just came up with a few minutes ago. We're going to do that. A lot of us just answering questions of the fans, and just us celebrating 100 episodes of being a toxic male. That's what I've been told by feminists. They don't really know much. Feminists, they don't know why they got the votes. Howdy, everyone. Welcome to Man-O-Rama. I'm your host, rancorsteve, or at least last time I checked, that is what it is. I am with a bunch of guys, really awesome guys, with us. So you're more than welcome to jump in if you want. Hey, we'll go around the table and see how everyone's week. Tyler, how's your week been? That's a big ass mug.
Thank you. I'm actually drinking tea instead of alcohol for once.
What?
This week's actually been kind of brutal, man. I don't know if I got the flu or what, but today's like the first day I'm actually able to think like clearly. I haven't been to work since Friday, so the week's been kind of a blur. I don't know, but good, I guess.
Rick, how's your week been?
Well, it's been all right so far. I had thunderstorms and tornadoes come through, so my week actually just started today because I just got power back this morning. So it's been fun. How about you?
Dang. Canadian Spider-Man with his chainsaw.
Yes, hello. Yes.
How's your week been, man?
Oh man, it's been fantabulous. Yeah, my brother got a deer, so we finished processing. Well, he got that, and then we've been doing a lot of finishing projects before the winter comes. We got a little bit of snow on the ground last night, so that really kicked everyone's ass into high gear, and just trying to get firewood. And no, it's been a great week.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Vincent.
Sir.
Yes. How's your week been?
It could have been better. I caught some kind of bug over the weekend, and it kind of beat my ass a little bit. Couldn't keep any food down, but I'm better now, and I'm fairly drunk. So let's do it.
There you go. Yes. Everyone's getting sick. Jeez.
Not me. Eat food off the ground in train stations. That'll boost your immunity. I'm not kidding. I'm serious.
Lick hobos.
You sound like my uncle. Yeah, eat the
I am an uncle. That's what I do.
Ordy, how's your week been?
My week's been fairly awesome. I mean, it's so we got some snow up in the hills. I got to drive on snow this week. That was actually kind of cool because it's been a year. Well, 6 months. And yeah, just loving the high desert of the great American Southwest.
There you go. I know Jeff, who has taken some time off from dealing with KRN stuff and whatnot. He's trying to make it in, so he's like, I want to come back. Oh yeah, you can come back. My week has been fun. There's Jeff, and I realized people like really shitty boxing fights, so I streamed that. That was kind of fun, and I didn't know this, that if anyone's watched the Tyson and Jake Paul fight, that supposedly some people have issues watching it with internet or whatever it is, server and stuff. I had no problem, so I actually like streamed it behind the scenes, and people were like, thank you very much. And they're like, can we have the two chicks that were fighting to come back and fight again? Because the last like Tyson and Jake Paul fight was terrible. And I was like, I wish. Yeah, I like how Orty talks about driving in snow because I want to take my truck out to drive snow. I love driving my truck. It's man, it's very emasculating to actually have that because people get the fuck out of your way.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Move.
Because I got
Move.
so the Tundra that I got is a little bit big. So when a 5'4" guy jumps out of the truck, it's the funniest thing ever. My neighbor was dying laughing.
Interesting.
Because he's
side
looking,
story.
he's all like, "That's a big truck," and I jump out. You could hear him laughing like a block away. It was that funny,
I've seen bigger cars than you at Walmart.
dude.
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Yes, I jumped out, and he's like, "I've never seen a midget get in a big truck before. Get out of a truck before." Dude, it was the funniest thing ever. Yeah, and if anyone who is watching, thank you for joining us on Rumble, YouTube, X, and KLRN Radio. Thank you very much. This is fun. I now have to remind myself to list off all the platforms we're on. Yeah, but Jeff, how's your week been?
Well, I finally found my way home from getting some milk and some cigs, so I'm glad to be back. My week has been okay.
Dad?
Yeah, I'm home. No, it's been a good week. I'm been busy, but that's always a good thing, isn't it?
There you go. But it's good to have you back, man. It is.
I was supposed to be back in September, but then a whole bunch of other crap happened. So
you're like, I don't want to do this man shit thing anymore. So.
Well, yeah, with Trump winning, I figured my alternative lifestyle is not getting any good, so I have to come back here.
Surgeries for that.
Oof.
I think the government will pay for them too.
And the great part is, you of all people wouldn't know.
For now.
Actually, he wouldn't. Have you ever seen Hombre or Senorita?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, Steve, check your DMs.
Okay, I'll check my DMs.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to talk about.
Oh God.
You could put it up. It's neat. I'll
put it up. I'll put it up after we do Don't Be That Guy, which is coming up right here, right now.
Well, no, we're gonna talk about Jeff.
Twitter.
Okay, before we get to Don't Be That Guy, we're gonna do this right here because this is pretty funny.
Yeah, Jeff went out for milk and smokes.
I'm more relatable to this than probably Jeff is.
Yeah, because I never knew my dad really, so hey.
Wait, no. So then we do relate. I don't know my real dad. I was adopted.
I got told he died about a year and a half after he passed away, so I have no clue.
Oh. So, anyways, we're gonna get into Don't Be That Guy, where pretty much Don't Be That Guy has now become kind of we make fun of the simp tweets to correcting them, now to just make fun of every single person that make something stupid. Like it's become that. It's morphed into something better. So we're gonna get into this. Let me get into.
Hey, can we just watch Canadian Spider-Man Split Wood?
Right.
That's all I'm watching, honestly.
You know what? It is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It's hypnotic. It's like a lava lamp.
No, I just thought he could stand to lose a few pounds.
Jesus.
So here's this as I zoom way out. All right, here we go, guys. Neck beards are the latest facial hair trend. Guys, I'll get to what anyone can jump in. What is the problem with this?
Those dudes look like predators, honestly.
Yeah,
They creep me out.
they're on a they're on a sex offenders list on at least 2 or more states.
Especially the guy with the 2 beer thing going on.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I mean, are they LARPing Junior Gorg from Fraggle Rock? Because that's
I don't know.
especially
Now, this
the
is what
guy-
happens when my sect. This is what happens when my sect of Amish shuns you.
I'm gonna give respect to the dude in the middle.
The pube thing going on.
Yeah, the one with the gray and the brown. That is like
Who's the guy?
he is like perfect embodiment of mopping up when you're working on someone down below.
Oof.
Now, does anybody know? Okay, so who's the guy who did Not Racist or Am I Racist documentary? Or
Matt Walsh.
Matt Walsh. Does the
Yeah.
guy with the gray hair, or not the gray hair, the glasses and the long hair with the 2 whatever goatee and neck beard, does that look like Matt Walsh?
Looks like a relative, yes.
It just dawned on me right there. Okay, so we have multiple images here, guys. It's preferable. It's 100 episodes. We're just gonna have fun, you know.
Nice.
All right, so this, yeah, I don't know what to say about this lady, but she says, "I hate that we live in a country where you can have all the perfect qualities of a great leader, a black and woman, but still lose."
What?
Guys, what's the problem with this?
Who was black?
She's a moron.
Yeah, she's Indian. She's not black.
She's also Irish.
Meritocracy count for anything at all?
No.
Like
No.
qualifications?
not in America, not anymore.
I'm sorry. Does that say
Nope, not
Claire
in America,
Foster
not in-
PhD? This woman has a PhD.
Oh, I didn't
Well,
even
I
see
mean,
the
anybody
PhD.
can put
Yeah, I could. You know what? Tonight I'm gonna put Rancor Steve PhD.
It means nothing.
Yeah, a PhD mean if Jill Biden can have 2 PhDs of whatever she wants to be of a doctor, then we all can put. You know what? We should all say we have a PhD on X.
Yep.
We should say that.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell everyone I'm a
think you
dentist.
I
The
think you
problem-
have some initials later on that
Yeah.
I'm going to put after my name, Steve.
So the problem that I have with this is it's not the whole first part of it, that's not bad. The whole I hate that we live in a country where you can have all the perfect qualities of a great leader. That's not a bad thing that she said. It's when she said black and woman. I didn't know that was a quality for a great leader. I didn't know gender, your skin color was a quality.
It's an immutable quality.
Yeah.
It means you can't change it. And didn't Martin Luther King say something? He had an opinion about that, didn't he? If
Yeah.
only I could remember.
He had a dream.
I think he did.
Yes.
From magic mushrooms.
But he actually was a doctor. Like he was legit.
I mean, if that's all that they want for the White House, why not just nominate Nicki Minaj? She meets the qualifications.
Exactly.
I mean, in theory, Oprah.
And
Well,
less
hold
annoying.
on. Tyler. They've already tried to try to get into office. It didn't work out so well.
Hey-o.
Hey, shots fired. I like the fact. Okay, so here's the thing. I found this out, and a lot of people didn't like what I said about this before the election. Kamala Harris's family, her grandparents were Irish slave, like they were Irish and they were slave owners of 1,000 slaves. But no one wants to talk about that. That's how. Okay, so this is how crazy.
Nor should they, because it has no.
The
bearing on
left
her.
are is they focus so much on your race and your gender, and you wonder why you lose, because majority of Americans, probably the majority of people in the world, don't really care about that. It's just, what can you do? What can you bring to the table? Here's this one. I like this. I like the ambient sound behind all this. It is very relaxing. I love
Yeah.
it. Thank you, Canadian Spider-Man. All right.
Hey, it worked
This is on
well for you, buddy. Happy 100th episode.
thank you. So I
it
did
was
a
a lot of
TikTok video last night. It's like what, 2 or 3 minutes, Tyler?
Yeah.
Something around there. About the whole idea behind women want a bear in the woods rather than a man in the woods.
They've never
This
seen a
guy
bear in the
decided to chime in. I only had 3 people get mad at me, which is surprising. But I
Oh,
had
just
everyone
wait.
else. I know, right?
There's still time.
Just wait. I have a neighbor who goes, just wait. She's all like, they're gonna come for you. This guy says, if you have to mansplain to a woman why she needs you, you need to bring more to the table. I don't give 2 shits when you say cheeseburger in
Yeah,
paradise.
I was
Okay.
going to say the reason you can tell this guy's a cunt is because he has a Jimmy Buffett title as a fucking Twitter handle.
Yeah. And then he goes, a real man will be wanted / needed. Well, no shit. Without having to sell himself to needy women out of fear. Here's the thing, dipshit, on TikTok. I'm not saying guys need to sell themselves, but I made a video to inform, hey guys, you need to learn how to protect a woman, whether it be a family member or friends or your wife or girlfriend or whatever. You need to learn that. It's a life skill. Protect it, which we're going to do more of that in this coming season. But also to the women, when you say, I can protect myself, I can do it, everything else. Cool. How are you going to do that to a guy who is significantly scientifically stronger? So, guys, what's the issue with cheeseburger here?
He's a simp, and he probably goes to Jimmy Buffett shows to pick up those old hippie women with tits sagging around their waist. And they're all
Jimmy
drunk.
Buffett's still alive?
Do you think it matters to his audience?
Not really.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd show up and just watch the skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wheel out a desiccated
I'm not
body
surprised,
and
considering what a sellout he was.
Parrot.
Shit, they probably got a Jimmy Buffett hologram going. So
Probably.
hey,
Yeah, the
We'll
only
go
thing
to
that
Las
pisses me
Vegas.
off about this guy is, he smells like Vermont.
Okay, funny story. I took my fiance took her to the Jimmy Buffett restaurant in Vegas. She didn't know. She doesn't know Jimmy Buffett. She thought it was a buffet. So she was
I was
so
gonna say, wasn't
disappointed.
that
when we
just
got
any
in there. There's
buffet?
no buffet in the Jimmy Buffett restaurant in Vegas.
To be honest, here's the thing. Growing up, when I always heard Jimmy Buffett, I always thought it was a buffet, a restaurant.
Right? Should be.
I mean, I'm from the South. I'm
Jimmy's
like, oh,
buffet.
hey, that's not a bad idea. It's not. It's all greasy food.
no, because his estate would sue you.
No, it
Because I
wouldn't.
can tell you, it was about 15, 16 years ago. I was still down in Florida, and there was a place in Fort Walton Beach that opened up, called themselves Cheeseburger in Paradise. They shut down 3 weeks after they opened because Jimmy Buffett sued him.
Womp womp.
Oh,
Because
whatever.
he's a cunt.
All right.
Well, he's a dead
Yeah.
cunt, but he's a cunt anyway.
So here's this one.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
this is my
Vincent,
what?
Yes.
tell us how you really feel.
Mansplaining. There's no such thing as
No,
mansplaining.
I can't
Why,
do that. I'm gonna keep it in.
Mansplain involves your fists.
Yeah. What?
Do you realize what we need protection from is men?
So this is the next one. I want you guys to explain me to this one. This is a comment in the same video, I might say. Do you realize what we need protection from is men? Guys,
Jesus.
Man, they really got to you with this one.
Explain, because this one really, I know the issue behind this. I know how stupid this person is, but I want you guys to let me know. See if you see the stupidity in this. Rick,
You know, if she was wearing a red robe and under my gaze, that would be my problem.
Where the handmaidens at? Oh wait, sorry. Oh
Now
no,
available on KRN merch store.
exactly. That's why I said it.
Okay, and Guatemalan Rooster nailed it in the chat. Sounds like Denisa doesn't want men in her restroom. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Denisa
Well,
sounds like Dennis.
Does anybody can spot why this comment is probably the dumbest comment we've ever had on Man-O-Rama?
It
No,
is, Steve.
I've said some
Dumbest comment
stupider
we've ever
things.
had on Man-O-Rama so far.
Not on Man-O-Rama.
No, on Don't Be That Guide segment. This
Oh,
is the dumbest one.
It is.
Does anybody know why?
I've met a bear in the wild without a gun, and I had snacks in my pocket. It's not. She obviously has never seen a bear in the wild. And you know what? I would donate $100 to put her in the wild with a real bear, just so that she can have some for educational purposes.
well, it's for her own safety.
Yes, and the fact that
Let's
we're going
start a
to spray her with bacon fat has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
it's part of the experiment.
Hang on. For legal purposes, that is not bacon fat. That is bear repellent, sir.
yes,
I stand corrected. Thank you.
Bacon scented bear repellent.
there's actually two things, and I mentioned in the video that in California, a woman actually did get attacked by a bear and died. To prove a point, it literally, like science, God proved the point of all that. But here's why
that happened fairly close to me.
Okay, yeah, he was like, yeah, he was. I think it was like what, a black bear or something.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, it was just your standard dumbass California brown bear.
Does
Okay.
anyone else
And,
think that she's hanging
but I
around?
mean, here's
with
the thing: is
wrong
that
men?
the
Like,
bear
obviously
was a
she's
beloved
associating with
local
the wrong
fixture,
kind of men.
and when the bear was walking by her, it was like
Seriously.
everybody froze as the bear was going through the campground, and then she starts playing a musical instrument. The bear didn't attack her; just kind of swiped her as a kind of like "you suck" kind of thing. And no, I'm not making this up. And
See, the bear thought she was Jimmy Buffett.
Right. No, people were pissed because Fish and Game wasted no time putting the bear down.
Okay. Well, here's the problem that I have with this dumb comment is when she says, "Do you realize what we need protection from is men?" Here's the thing, ma'am. If you go to a firearm store, if you go anywhere to get things to protect yourself, who are you buying it from? It's not women, it's men. What, unless she's thinking of like illegal immigrants that are doing all the heinous crimes here in America, sure. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
you
to
need
be
protection for them.
To be fair, the only male things in her life are probably cats. So
Yeah,
I
she
bet not
probably
even
has like
that.
30. She probably watches Jeopardy and has cats. But all right, so we're gonna go through this one here.
why the hate
All
for
right, so
Jeopardy, sir? Why
what?
the hate for Jeopardy? Said why the
I
hate
have
for
no-
Jeopardy?
I don't. I just that's what old people watch, right? I don't know.
No, they watch Wheel of Fortune.
Is that what? Okay.
Yeah.
So now we get
Because
into
Pat's
the
Jack is so pure.
yeah. So we get into Blue Sky. I think that's what it is. The new wannabe X.
Yeah.
So I found a couple of these somewhere, and I might make an account for this just to find these. Any male who didn't vote for Trump should get a vasectomy. This is how we win, guys.
Please, please, I will help fund this.
I
Please.
thought we were supposed to be saying what's wrong with this person. I 1,000% support this idea.
You know what?
I hope
I
you shared
guarantee you that
Steve, and
I
supported
guarantee
it
you
and
that
liked
this
it.
account was banned from Blue Sky within an hour.
I don't even think it made.
I
it an
think
hour.
I just
Love,
you know, I
and
do see the
tolerance.
win out of it. I do
It's
see the
awesome.
win out of it. It's definitely a win, but it's just now how many do you think this is actually a troll account?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's considering some of the well, I don't know what you call them over there, considering the tweets that I've seen from Blue Sky. Oh Jesus.
I just thought it was.
There.
thought it was funny when all started
God.
coming there, and they went from getting like 30,000 reports in a year to like 90,000 in a week, and they're like,
Yeah.
"We're processing them all as quickly as we can."
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
they
no,
can't
no!
handle
I got an image for that. Don't worry, that's coming up, guys.
So,
oh, here it
Is
is.
this a person that's on our side? And when they say this is how we win, he's not talking about the Democrats as we. He's talking about like us, like we.
I don't know, but we're gonna get into this. All right, so Blue Sky Safety, they said in this report, in the past 24 hours, we have received more than 42,000 reports, an all-time high for one day. We're receiving about 3,000 reports an hour. To put that into context, in all of 2023, we received 360,000 reports. It goes on. We're triangulating,
Triaging.
whatever the hell that word means. This large queue, I want to say queer, so that makes much better sense. We're triangling this large queer.
We're triangling.
Wait, hang on.
So
hang
the
on.
most
we have to reread this in Steve speak. We're
Triangulating this large queer.
Okay, Steve, you're putting the wrong. You're putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. That's what you're doing.
You know what? I don't care. Whatever. It goes most harmful content such as CSAM. Is removed quickly, guys.
What's that? What's CSAM?
I'm not
It's
sure
a
what that
large
is.
queer.
That's yeah. That's basically that's improper content
child
of an
and
adult
sexual
with a
abuse
minor.
material.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
okay.
it's kiddie porn, pretty much.
Oh,
You idiot! Why? Who
And
wants
that just
to
got
pick
us
that
bumped
stuff
from.
up?
Yeah.
Well, all the
Wait,
new people
from-
that joined.
Well, you see, here's the funny thing. No, that's true. Is that all? Okay, so everybody who bounced off of X went over there and found out that Blue Sky was a lot like Mastodon and very relaxed in its enforcement of child pornography. So you have all these, like reporters, leftist reporters who left X and went over there, and suddenly they're bombarded with porn, gay porn, kiddie porn in their timelines, and they just couldn't cope.
I thought that was the reason they went there.
Well, maybe.
So just
You
for the
know-
record, I did the
Yes.
math. At that rate of their reporting, they will get 26 million reports in 2024.
Jesus.
Basically, what Twitter gets against me with every tweet.
I'm sorry. I'll stop doing that.
40, you get 50 million reports. All right. I
I'm
get
just, you know,
DMs going,
being
Orty is
humble.
such a mean person. I'm like, and your point? Like, shut up. Here's
Who
this
said
one. We got a
Orty
few.
was mean?
Yeah, there's a few people that have been telling me that Orty's mean. I was like, I even told them, I was like, so?
Who's saying I'm
here's
mean?
an idea.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm like, so? On my old account, I
Who
had
said I'm a violent person? I'll fucking kill them.
so I had, what's funny is on my
Who
old
are these
account,
retards?
So I can't get to them because they're on my old account. I would have like once a day, maybe 5 people that would DM me because I like associate with you through from this podcast, and people are like, Orty is a really mean person. You need to talk to them. I was like, what do you want me to tell him? Like,
Part of his
that-
charm.
like, yeah. I told one, there's one guy who goes, you know what? You need to really just, I put a gay voice into it because he had a pride flag on there. So I was like, he's probably like a raging homosexual. He's like, you need to stop this. And I was like, get fucked. Like, what do you want me to do? Like,
Why
outside,
that's
like,
what he was telling you.
outside of Man-O-Rama, I don't care what you guys say. I don't. When you're on Man-O-Rama, it's more enclosed. Like, we just do this. Outside, I don't. It's like work. I don't care. They didn't like what I said. They go, I'm going to stop watching your show. I was like, okay.
Oh
Like,
no.
Like, what do you, like, I'm not going to tell
It's like, well,
someone
now you'll
outside.
never learn how to be a man.
Yeah.
And
I'm
here
not-
You'll
again
never
lies
know
the
how to be a
problem.
man.
So we're gonna go to this
So-
one.
Here's my suggestion for the next time that happens, though, because I've had to do this before too. If you don't like when Orty's an asshole, don't be a dick. There you go.
Yeah.
So
It's a
this
joke, not a
Heidi,
dick. Don't take it so hard.
Heidi at Heidi Remarks says, "I regret voting for Trump." I'll
Well, you didn't,
reiterate
so
that I live in an always very red state, so it didn't matter. But I still symbolically am starting to feel quite dumb about it. Now, here's the thing. The reason why this is up here is not because of what she said. It's stupid. She used a lot of big words that I'm surprised I even got right. But how many of you think this is an actual fake story that she posted to get 23.3 thousand people to look at?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's engagement for me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
yeah.
Yep.
That's
When you
big.
don't have boobs, you make tweets like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%, Steve.
Okay, Steve, I'm gonna send you a photo of how dumb this woman is.
Okay.
Just stand by 1 second.
She's a
Okay,
10,
we'll put that
but
up
she's an
next.
engagement farmer.
So here's
Yeah.
this one, guys. This person decided to get this tattooed. You guys know how I like tattoos. This person said, "Trump is not my fucking president." Guys, what is the problem with this?
No, they're right. She's not,
against
or he's not
democracy.
yet. Yet
Yeah.
we'll be
they
on the
give it
20th
idea.
of
This
January.
was a photograph from the last time he was elected. This is an old photo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is, but here's the problem, guys. Do you guys see the one single problem in this image?
There's no typos.
There's only one.
Yeah, there's one single problem. The handwriting for president is the most dog shit problem. The tattoo artist should be just fired.
What is that R? It's like president. There's like an
I don't
E before
know.
they are.
No, actually,
But it dips. It
if-
dips.
if you look at a cursive chart, yeah, that is the right way to do a lowercase r.
But they didn't do it right for Trump then.
Actually, yeah, they did. It's just really tiny. If you zoom in on it, you
Well,
can
no,
see.
the loop is there, but then they had
mean-
that extra arm, which is
So
what throws it off.
basically, this person doesn't like democracy
Right.
No,
because that's what they're
yeah.
saying. They don't like
My problem
democracy.
is that
Like, I don't care what
Right.
the American people voted for. I want to be like China and not. Yeah, no. You don't like democracy. Okay, fair enough.
All right. So
my
we're gonna
problem
get
is
to the.
those are depressingly
Try
that's
Iran.
a depressingly weak
Go-
side boob.
Go live in Iran. You'll have fun.
Hey, that tattoo.
I didn't notice that
That's
part.
$200 extra on OnlyFans. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, check your DM, Steve.
I'll check it right after this. Hold on. We're gonna get to this one.
Is that
here.
a tumor on the left, or is that?
I don't
what
know.
is that? That looks like a
But-
tumor. It's not a boob.
I think it's back fat.
Here's
Ugh.
so this Anthony guy goes, if you are a man and find this attractive, you are homosexual. This is Tulsi Gabbard at a tactical gun training.
Oh, Yep, 100%. I
was-
knew that was Moana.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I thought that was never mind.
And if it's not, I'm pretending it's Moana. So don't ruin this.
Either
image.
way,
I'm going to take
okay,
a 2-minute
when I-
break.
I just
think
kind
Anthony
of
was-
I saw that, I blasted past it because I'm like, whatever, you know what? It's not even going to dignify that with a troll. But I thought it was Linda Hamilton training for Terminator 2.
It does kind of look.
The white tank top. I seriously just thought, okay, so we're doing some,
Yeah, and she also did the isosceles dance too, and that's just so fucking 2000. The cruel thing to say would be it's so September 10th, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's our don't be that guy. There's a lot of stupid ones. But we're gonna get into a new segment.
absolutely,
called-
GR.
Yep, I agree. I like that comment.
Tulsi is a real life Sarah Connor.
She is.
I'm just saying she
Mhm.
could praying mantis me and terminate me. I'm okay with
Hopefully not as
Be a
psychotic.
good way to go. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into BAMF. It's a new segment that I couldn't come up with a single intro for, but here we are, guys. I'll have one. Don't worry. So we're going to get into this guy here. Where it says, does your Secretary of Defense have "We the People" tattooed on his arm? Because ours does. Guys, how cool and Banff is this dude?
Yes.
Yep.
Probably the
I'm a
most
fan.
Banff. Yeah. Totally.
Not only that, he's
And-
got Deuce Vault tattooed.
Yes. And then here's this one. Tyler, you sent me this one. And I liked it so much that we had to put it on here. It goes, they could never understand. Allie at X goes, why do men keep saying they want to bleed out here? What does that mean? Guys, should
What's not to
we...
understand?
What?
What's not to understand?
Yeah. Should we explain, or should we just let them figure it out on their own?
We can explain.
I mean, if we explain it, they're just gonna say we're mansplaining. So
Yeah.
Well,
But
then we
here's
have
the
to
thing.
do it.
And we're all about mansplaining because we're
Yeah,
men.
Yes.
aren't we all?
Mm.
Fuck it.
Like, I've been watching. So the reason why this image actually is really cool to me is because I've been seeing a lot of videos on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube about how women will say, I just want to die peacefully in my bed, or go
That could be
peacefully in my bed. And but in that, and then you see the other side where it's the guys, they're in battle, they're doing all these things. It's, to me, it's the coolest thing ever to know that guys will be like, you know what? I don't care. I'll go peacefully in the night in battle to fight and everything. To me, that's what that means. Is you're just doing.
For those who
that.
don't get it, it's actually a Red Dawn reference.
Yes.
Wolverine.
I just now got that reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So tonight I'm opening up for the chat. If you want, or even in the people on the panel, if you have questions, because this is the 100th episode, it's just a celebration of us celebrating Man-O-Rama. I'm surprised we got to 100 episodes without getting canceled. I know people have tried. Sucker.
Hell, I tried.
I know you did. I got a cease and desist order from you in an email.
Well, I just want the record to show I was suspended and tried doing baseball for a while. Okay, that Jordan joke fell flat. I'm sorry.
I got the joke. I was waiting for anyone else who would get it, and no one else did. And I was like, "That's." But so
I did. I just happened to be drinking a beer at the moment, so.
Oh. So I'm leaving it open for if anybody has a. Okay. If anybody has a question they want to ask the panel, it could be Man-O-Rama related. It could be in general of like what it's like to be a man, or whatever it is. You can go to the Rumble site, and then you can do a Rumble Rant. Those are where I'll cut everyone in their conversations, and we'll get to your question because it's important. And I say that now, and then I look at YouTube. I'm not monetized on YouTube, so I can't do that on YouTube per se. So that's the only reason why. But and also I'll leave it up to the people on the panel if they want to ask a question. They're more than welcome to. So yeah. I do know there was someone that actually did have a question. I wanted to bring it up. Let me find it.
CSM had a question for me, but he wasn't sure I could answer it.
What's the question?
I don't know.
they never asked.
Ah.
Ask him. Canadian Spider-Man said he had something for Orty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Actually, Orty. What is and I
Just
Is he breaking up or is it me?
No, it's
what
him.
is your if you were to have a hole puncher and say you use this hole puncher, I don't know, for if someone breaks into your house, would it be a shorter, like handheld hole puncher, or would it be like a pump action hole puncher?
It would be a pump action hole puncher. I am really like minutes away from getting a KSG 410.
Nice.
Cordless hole puncher.
Yeah. Cordless hole puncher, but yeah, no, it's I like the concept of 410 for home defense, and the KSG is a bullpup. So yeah, that's where I'm going for my home defense.
Not bad, not bad.
I think we should do some of that, Steve, if we can.
Yeah.
Somehow get around the YouTube.
We'd have to go directly to Rumble for that.
Yeah. I have a very old cordless hole puncher. I have one made in 1911. So yeah, I'm partial to that.
Nice.
And
also a paperweight and
Steve.
A blackjack.
What did you hope to accomplish with this channel?
Make billions and billions. The whole accomplishment.
Oh, we got a Rumble Rant.
Oh yes. Hey, how you doing? Wes Cagle said, "Let me put this up right quick, so everyone on the YouTubes can see." See, this is the benefit of going to Rumble and sending a rant. I don't know why it covers my fucking face, but here we go.
Hey, we can be thankful for that.
Oh, you dick.
Thank you,
Okay,
Cagle.
Santa Claus. Question for Canadian Spider-Man. Thank you, Wes Cagle, for the $5 Rumble Rant. Question for the Canadian Spider-Man is: when are you guys in BC gonna overthrow your overlords and come join USA? Yeah, that's a good question there.
I really actually
It's gonna happen Sunday.
That's not a joke. There are parts of Canada that would absolutely. We more identify with our southern neighbors than Ottawa. I'm 3,000 miles from Ottawa, so that's a valid question.
So when are you guys gonna do it?
I mean, we could give them the parts we don't like and take.
The problem. See, if
Rick, you're not getting rid of me.
I'd come down to the States in a heartbeat. But
no, trade for Seattle.
You're already in the European Union South, sir. So I've pretty much already got.
Hold up, let's hear Canadian Spider-Man, and then I have one question for Rick, but let's get to what Canadian Spider-Man had to say.
That's an excellent question, and a lot of my circle of friends are absolutely wanting to hook up with the United States. Let's make one big country. We'll exclude Washington D.C. and Ottawa. They can be their own. Well, we'll attack them just for fun. But yeah, I think with the oil of Alberta and the potash of Saskatchewan and the timber of British Columbia and the weed, we'll mix up with the booze from Arkansas and the Texas. What is it called? A tri-tip. Yeah.
We'll trade you tri-tip for poutine.
Better. We can contribute. We can bring lumber and weed and maple syrup, and in exchange, we get to see your lovely American ladies in bikinis. That's a fair deal.
So, Rick, what state would you give up?
I have a list.
Oh, I want to hear. What is your list?
Well, I mean, so basically, the Trump wall, we should make that, and basically it should just turn north at Nevada and just keep going. That's so for one. So,
Okay,
California,
what Steve brought up was a very interesting idea. He said that some of his friends would be more than willing to come to the United States. And a lot of people don't know that Clive Cussler wrote a book in 1981 called Night Probe. And, it was like if you're familiar with the works of Clive Cussler, Dirk Pitt, Raise the Titanic and Sahara and all that.
Night Probe?
Yeah, Night Probe.
It's porn.
No, it's an adventure book. And basically it was about these guys running around trying to find a secret treaty between England and the United States that gave Canada to the United States. So basically, the entire North American continent would be the United States of Canada.
Interesting.
We
And-
might bring some sanity to you guys, some little balance and some common sense, maybe.
Well,
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that you exclude Vancouver, we'll exclude the West Coast, pretty much. Just
can-
everything that's like,
We'll,
San Francisco,
I
Los
think
Angeles,
we'll
all
make
the
a
way
great
up.
partnership. I agree. We'll leave the East
Yeah.
to themselves, and
No, we'll take parts of Washington State and parts of Oregon. We'll get rid of the rest.
It's just the East.
Call it-
tag a lot.
Call it Cascadia, like they want to when they were
Yes.
talking
Well-
about
And then
secession.
Southern
Yeah.
Oregon and Northern California can make Jefferson.
That's a great question,
like
Wes
we've been trying
Cagle.
to do since
Send us
World
more
War
money
II.
and ask us some more questions like
Well,
that.
I was just going to say, Cagle sent another $5,
I know. I'm going to get to it right now.
and I
He
would
said-
agree with him.
He said, "We here in the U.S. will take Alberta and the good section of British Columbus,
Not Vancouver.
Columbia." Here's the thing. Now we're bargaining.
Not Vancouver.
Vancouver. Thank you, Wes Cagle, for the two $5 Rumble
What?
Rants. See, guys,
I-
that's what happens. You send that out, I'll cut everyone out, and then we'll just
Actually, the only thing I want from Canada, I want that one house that they show in TV shows all the time. They had it in a movie, but if you saw Battlestar Galactica, it was Guy Baltar's house, that big glass house that's
Yeah.
on a lake. I want that
Oh.
house.
I just want Kobe Smolders.
That's
That's-
probably
You know,
a
if
big
you
movie.
get that
want
house
that
there, look,
And Amanda Tapping.
if
And
you get
all
that
you-
house, I'm gonna be on a boat on that lake throwing rocks at it.
Mhm.
See, and I'll make a video. Which rock will smash through the window?
Ooh. What will you
Okay,
guys
well,
give us for Quebec?
It won't be on YouTube because I'll be in the window doing helicopters.
Yeah.
You know
You'd have
those
to pay- You'd
videos.
have to pay us for us to take Quebec.
Hey,
Or-
hey,
I mean, what
Steve,
the
you may want to retract that. You know those
Well, we're not
videos
taking
on
California.
YouTube
That's
where the little dwarfs throw the javelin and it looks like toothpicks on people? That'd be you throwing the stones at the house. So maybe back off a little.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Santa Claus.
Hey, at least I get people sitting on my lap,
No, look
and I don't
here.
have to pay for it.
Look here, you were talking about
They
throwing
pay
rocks
me.
at a house that I was going to own when we take over Canada. So listen here, Oompa Loompa. I was going to invite everybody else. I was going to invite everybody else to come live with me in that cool ass house. But now you can stay on
Well, I
the
mean-
fucking lake.
I'll
you
find a
can
way
cry.
in.
Well, look at-
No, the fuck.
Come on,
you
I'm like the
won't.
Tom Cruise of.
Look, if
Oompa-Loompas.
he actually did try to take to make that video, it'd be like the midget videos all the time where they show them picking up something really huge and toss it, and it's really small by the time
Yes.
somebody else catches it. So it'd be this
Welcome to
little
3
bitty
minutes ago,
pebble-
Rick.
I'm late. Shut up.
Oh man, that's a good question.
we're the same height. Steve's not short at all.
Canadian
You guys are-
Spider-Man, you
you guys
just
are
didn't make
small.
this. You didn't make this good for you. Not only did you just admit that you're short, you can't tell the difference between a
No.
man and a woman.
No, see, that's the
Well,
thing. It's not short.
Not when
You are wee. WEE. You are a wee man. That's what you are. Both of you. Now that I know how tall Canadian Spider-Man is.
I am only 5'6", but you know what? I'd still give Jake Paul a
Taller
better
than
fucking
me.
fight.
I mean, you're shorter than me.
We
Who
would
knew
still
there
give
was a
Jake Paul
height
a
limit
better
on
fight than
Steve's?
Tyson
I
did.
have to stretch because my feet actually extend past the bottom of this reclining chair. Oh, 6'1" with me.
Oh, traveling to Asia is gonna suck for you.
No, I've been to Hong Kong. I loved it, and they loved me. So hey.
I bet they did. Run away!
They left him a long time.
You tubuku. Tubuku.
But what? Boku means big,
Yeah.
a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
As in too
You
much.
You don't remember that line from that movie. Soul Brother Tubuku. Tubuku.
Platoon.
Close. Full Metal Jacket.
Okay, question for the panel.
I don't
Yes.
have an answer.
Military.
Okay,
fucking-
so
America's
this
got a
one-
great
this one's
military.
from-
Yeah, you did.
Hold on. What's
This one's
Oh,
from
yeah,
Gun.
uh,
This one's from Gun Twitter.
Ooh.
In our yearly argument that hasn't spilled over to here yet, Nog or no nog?
No nog. Fuck nog.
I like it. I just can't drink it. It fucks up my stomach.
Oh, that's
Um,
There is Go ahead.
I could drink it. The problem
do
is
you like?
with
an
brandy.
eggnog.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking?
Do you drink it or no? Period.
No, unless I want to have put alcohol in it.
Well, then you drink it.
So you do drink it as long as there's alcohol in it, is what you're saying.
But let me rephrase it because my brain was thinking ACOG for some reason.
That's why you ride the short bus.
Yeah.
No, I like it if I put some brandy in it, but I don't really drink it because it actually screws up my stomach. So I'm neutral. I'm Switzerland on it.
Yeah, I would if I could, man. It's not worth the diarrhea.
Rick, Jeff.
You know I'm already Team Nog. I've always been Team Nog.
I like nog in the purest form. Just bourbon.
Corn nog.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to admit there is nothing more manly than some dude going, "God, this is a fantastic pancake batter." You know what would make it baller? Rum.
Exactly. Let's drink some pancakes.
Why not? I'm all on Team Nog.
Guatemala Rooster said, okay, this is the first time he's ever roasted me on this one. Busted my balls. He goes, Steve, do the windows on the short bus taste good? You know, it depends on what aisle you're at. There's only 2 aisles. It's either the front or the back.
It's like snow there.
It's a delicate taste.
Steve, do you want to?
I would just hate.
They've been in my pocket all day, and they're soft and warm.
Oh man, you guys are dumb. But
How many times are you tempted? How many times are you tempted to grab the gum from under the seat since you can so clearly see it?
Oof.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, fuck.
Well, let me tell
that
you.
Hurt. That hurt me. It wasn't even directed at me.
I know.
No, I just tell I tell the mentally challenged one behind me to lick it. I'm like, hey, test this or no. But I know Canadian Spider-Man asked me a question about this podcast. It is where I want to see what are the goals for this podcast, and it's just to help guys to have an entertaining podcast with guys to come on and give guys an idea of like, this is how we really talk. It's not sitting down and be like, who would win in a fight, this character or that character? They're not real. It's just us making fun of each other. You know, Jeff has probably the whitest hair. Because I get it. You get off on whole Lord of the Rings with Gandalf and shit. It's like, we get it. You just want to be
You don't need to be envious about the hair, Steve. It's okay.
Look, I'm catching up.
Not here, you're not.
Oof. Hey, as the recently balded, I dig it. But let me know when you can start growing a man's beard, Steve.
A man beard?
Yeah. You got you're an inch short
Steve,
on that one, pal.
I did write down a couple of questions that I came up with over the weekend after we planned this show. I had another question too. What's the one topic that you haven't covered so far in Man-O-Rama that you'd like to cover?
Ooh.
And will you catch shit for it?
The one thing he talked about is it gay if balls aren't touching? That's
It's not gay if you keep your socks on.
Shout out to West Kegel.
No,
don't look him in the eye either.
It's not gay if you're not looking at each other in the eye.
And just remember, from my last time on this show, If you're ever curious about the prices, Arizona State University has a guide.
Yes. Just to clarify, so there's a few things. Okay, so to what Artie said with a man beard, I've actually grown one down to here. The problem is, though, I don't like it to have it that long sometimes, and then mainly because it just gets in the way a little bit. But
Yeah, and hits
she
the
said.
floor. We
Mainly
understand.
because everybody
fucking
Everybody-
dick. That's a good one.
everybody thinks you're Gimli. Yeah.
I mean,
No, I just look like a fucking hobo when I have it. But I'll grow
Well, when
one
it
out.
gets-
I'll start growing one out.
when it
just
gets
to-
so long, it gets stuck in your zipper because you're short. That would be a problem.
Yeah.
Ooh, better than
Yeah.
having other things stuck in your zipper.
But
Don't kink shame me.
One of the topics I know some people have brought up, because I like to hear what people who watch the podcast what topics we would like to talk about. Because I know we've gone through a couple that we recycle here and there, and they're always fun to do. And then we're still going to recycle those topics because they're fun. Clearly on YouTube we can't do firearms because they're all a bunch of pussies. But one I do want to talk about is divorce. That's a topic I would like to delve into, and also one topic, probably one of the biggest, would be
That's a good topic. It's something of a hobby of mine.
That's a great
Yeah,
topic.
there's a whole bunch of
Well-
two-time offenders on the show.
Yeah.
One could say I'm a connoisseur.
Dude, I'm
But
a
it's-
3-time
it's-
offender.
It's with
Oh,
I know with some
three?
of you guys
I am always on the lookout for a future ex Mrs. Charles.
But I know with that type of topic, I want to get guys who are comfortable talking about it and all that stuff. So there's some topics I want to bring up, like divorce, like how do men handle that, like the during and after kind of thing, and like what can guys learn from that. But it's like you have to find guys who are okay talking about it, because I know with guys, when it comes to that topic, it's a very touchy subject. So I don't want to put guys in a situation where they don't know how to they don't want to communicate about it. What?
Steve,
Yes.
this is me you're talking about.
I was gonna say,
and me.
You be
Do you think we honestly have a problem talking about our ex-wives?
right?
I could go on a 24-hour marathon.
Look,
talking
I'm
about
just
my
being
fucking
polite
ex-wife.
because I just want to be polite on that sense. And
No, I
also,
understand, and it's appreciated.
one other topic is that I do want to talk about is just trying to find this extra time to mute Gay Boy there with his electric thing.
Yeah,
That's
he's
the last
making-
sound a hooker hears.
He's
taking
making,
another margarita?
But it's
he's making daiquiris.
is so a few people have asked, like, why don't you guys talk about pornography? And that's always a very touchy subject because it's
Yeah, it is.
Giggity.
Giggity.
What's your favorite or what?
so it's those kind of things. Like, there's topics I would like to talk about and bring up, but
So I'm
I
just
actually
gonna say
think the
it.
pornography one would there'd be trouble with YouTube.
Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm just gonna say it: straight porn, gay porn, it's all good.
No, see,
As long as it's
I
free.
I can't watch pornography because I don't own a pornograph. So
But
Which divorce did you lose it in?
The third
but
one.
those are kind of the two topics I would like to talk about. But it's just kind of finding the actual time to actually do it. But yeah.
Zelda wants a drunk and shirtless podcast. When are we going to do that, Steve?
That's
Yeah,
that women's special episode you wanted to do, right?
I'll be absent that day.
There is. I do want to do. Yeah, there is a women's special that I want to do, but I have to get guys who are want to keep their have the camera on and be shirtless and not scare women away. Because if Mike Lorber comes on, will just be shut down for pornography.
Game over, man. Game over.
But yeah, there's talks of maybe doing an episode where you have a group of guys who are just shirtless and just because even though this is a man show, there's some women who are like, hey, look, you need to entertain us sometimes, like.
Are you sure?
And then I'll ask her.
It might just be a bunch of gay dudes that watch.
No, there's actually a few women who watch this I know personally. Like, how about you guys have a guy with guys that are shirtless? And I was like, well, what do you want us to talk about?
I'm pantsless right now.
That's fantastic. Good for you.
I'm
wearing a Speedo right now, so I don't know what you guys.
I hardly ever go outside. I can't do shirtless because next thing you know, there's going to be some riders from Rohan thinking the frickin' beacons have been lit.
Condor calls for aid.
But I did. There was a couple ladies that
send them thoughts and prayers
that I'm friends with, and they asked me like, "You need to entertain the women." I was like, so then I asked them. I was like, "Well, what do you want us to talk about?" They didn't want to answer. I was like, "Well, how else am I supposed to?"
Did you tell them to go fuck themselves?
No.
It's quite a.
Then they would go tell my wife.
These the same people who said I mean.
Hold up. There's a good question. Because if I did say that, they would come to my wife and then they would just bitch at her, and then I would get it for 4 days straight. Well, why'd you tell them this? No. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's when you point at her and say, "Look here, woman."
No, you do it just like this. Go fuck yourself, and that way, when your wife says anything, I was imitating Elon. It wasn't directed at them.
But that's the other thing. Like, here's a question I have for you guys. This has nothing to do about this podcast or anything. It's more of when people give directions. Have you noticed that, like, us, we tend to know street signs and all that stuff, but some people, I'm not going to say,
street signs, cardinal directions.
Yeah, or like you get older people and women that give you landmarks. It's next if you take a left right before the big tree.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Dude, I give people wrong directions on purpose.
You know what? I know you would. You seem like you would give me wrong directions anywhere.
Because number one,
it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Number two, don't waste my fucking time. If it's a friend, I'll help out a friend. But if a random dude pulls up and says, how do you get to the KFC? I'm like, well, you want to go down 2 blocks, hang a right, hang another right, go 2 more blocks, then hang another right. And he'll end up right back where he is. But, fuck them. Just prior planning prevents pitchfork.
Yes.
Now I'm like Steve. I put the wrong emphasis
yes,
on the wrong
this show is working.
Prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
Welcome to the
His evil plan to slowly make us all more retarded is working.
Andy's in the house. Steve, are you actually wearing a butt plug? You know what? Don't answer that. Do not answer that. Never mind.
I did not see the question that Andy. Of course, Andy would say something like that.
Yeah,
because
over under on it being a Lego block.
I would have put Andy up against Jake Paul 100%, and would have done better than Mike Tyson. Fucking A.
You know what? Here's the thing about Andy. He's not here, so I'm gonna predict this. If Andy and Jake Paul actually fought in a boxing match, here's why I think Andy would lose the fight. $20 million. Here's a question for all the guys. If Jake Paul said, hey, do you want to fight me? And he just handed you $20 million to lose the fight, would you lose the fight for $20 million?
Absolutely.
$20 million? I'd let him bend me over and fuck me 10 ways to Sunday.
No fucking way.
Are you serious? You would lose out on $20 million. Hold up. Canadian Spider-Man. You would lose.
I might lose, but I would give it my bet. I would most definitely lose, but I would try everything I had. You can't
knock him out. That's the thing. You can't knock him out.
I'll try.
So you're willing to give up $20 million. Do you know what you can do with $20 million?
Don't care.
can make more money.
I'm doing it already.
Exactly.
There's nothing I'm not doing that I don't want to be doing.
That's fair.
Let's Danum says, "What's going
See,
on in
here's
here?"
the thing: Canadian Spider-Man, you can buy a real chainsaw with $20 million.
That
And
takes
gas.
gasoline that
Yes.
I have to go beg for gasoline somewhere to get.
No,
That you
but you
can't
still have
buy
$20 million.
because
You can get people to go buy it for you.
Yeah.
But I would like the chance to knock that fucker out. And
Yeah.
I'll
Here's
pay
the
Here's
$20
the
million.
thing, we all do.
Fair enough.
Hold up,
Fair
hold
enough.
up, guys. Here's the thing, we all do,
West Gaggle.
but
20 million.
you could buy 10 million
Yeah, it's good
$2 hookers. That's what I like what Latch Danum said. He
That's
goes,
the comment of
"What's
the year.
Latch Danum said, what's going on in here?" And I'm coming on and a butt plug question. Well, that's
It's
Andy.
not a question. We're pretty sure.
Yeah, it was a statement.
I mean, Andy's spent a lot of time with Steve. He knows you better than any of us.
That is true. Is there
Yeah.
something you want to tell us, Steve?
No.
We
And
don't
why is
judge.
it shaped like a Rocketeer jetpack?
No,
We-
honestly, I don't care about money. I mean, clearly, do not care about money. They can take the 20 million and shove it up their ass. I'm gonna try and knock the fucker out. I'm gonna lose, probably some teeth, but I'll
Hold up.
still try and do it.
Do you know how I know you're lying about that? Because
Okay,
$20 million, I know you could think of, oh, I can travel the world. I can do all these things. I know. See? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You could buy so much maple syrup with that.
Yeah. You know you would take the $20 million. And then,
yeah,
there
but
you go.
if money doesn't. mean
Here's the
anything.
thing.
Anyone that really knows me knows that I don't give a shit about money.
Bull crap. Because I know you would take the $20 million and you would travel the world. And you would be happy doing that. There you go.
I'm still
I
gonna
got
travel
one
the
on.
world. I'm still
Yeah.
gonna do it.
On what? Not $20 million.
On my good looks and charm, and I'll just
Yeah,
mansplain.
but see, here's the thing, Canadian Spider-Man. Good looks and charm don't get you into the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo.
They'll get you in San Francisco.
$2,500 a night gets you into the Imperial Hotel.
Imperial Hotel. And you know what? Funny. Okay, I've got a story, and it's fucking funny you say that because I
You
was
got on
checking.
your knees to get in there.
Oh yeah, I was have anyone that's been to Vegas, you know, the Caesar's Palace in Vegas. It's one of the preeminent places, and we booked my fiance at the time. I'll never do that again, obviously. But fiance me. But we went and we had a all inclusive package there. And I showed up because we took the cheap flights and the cheap package. We arrived at 2 a.m, and I was talking to the front desk dude. And I could tell he was frustrated and he had some issues with the housekeeping department. I said, "Oh, hey, I'm a maintenance manager for a hotel in Whistler Ski Resort. Like, let me tell you, we talked about the housekeeping department and the front desk department and everything. And so I was in the hotels as well. So he said, you're a guy like me. You work hotels. All right, we'll get you a good room." He put us on the top floor of the Octavius Tower. Not the shitty tower in this, well, not like Caesar's Palace has any shitty towers. Not an older tower, the newest tower, the Octavius Tower. He put us up at the top, between the penthouses, the corner in that tower, the corner suites take up the whole corner of the building. But between those corner suites is a narrow room, and he gave us that, and it was fantastic, and it didn't cost extra money. Because I chatted to the guy and he was a worker and I was a worker. He worked hotels, I worked hotels, and he put us up there, and it was fucking awesome. We overlooking the pool. We had the best view. We were paying but fuck nothing compared to the penthouse corner suites because it was only 20 feet wide, but it was 60 feet long. It was fantastic. It was awesome. There was only 2 of us. We're small. We don't need a lot of room. Anyway. It was so awesome to be in the elevator and these really snooty people like pushing the 50th floor, and they would look at us and push the 50th floor. And my girlfriend, she was a smart ass. She would look up, oh yeah, and she'd push the top fucking button. Oh yeah, fuck you. We're going to the top.
I'm not the only one that listened to that, right?
So you don't need money.
No, I did too.
If
No,
you
I-
can
30
talk
seconds.
to the front desk people, the front desk people at hotels have the power. They can put you anywhere.
Within
just have
30
to
seconds,
justify.
I heard worked hotels, butt fucking, and we're small.
Sounds like Jeopardy categories. I'm expecting
I'll
to
take
say
that for $1.
Now,
I'll take potent potables for 200, please.
But no, Canadian Spider-Man, you're absolutely right on that. That you can get so much more just by talking to people.
See, I would love to be able to do that because I don't like people, and I deal with them as little as possible. So-
They were a
You
bad
know,
idea,
I would
so I
film
get it.
that. I would film that. We'll go to Vegas, Vincent, and I'll just tell you, hey, get us a nice room.
We bring Tyler.
He would come to the front desk and be like, "Hey,
You're
look,
coming
my
with us."
special needs nephew here. He's never been. He's gonna die soon. He needs a room." And I stand there. I was like, "All right, we're doing it."
He needs a room, he needs a hooker,
needs a
and he
room.
needs a case of
He-
tequila.
He's never seen
In that
the
order.
inside of a nice apartment. He's
He is-
poor. He's special needs. He's short. If you notice
is-
that,
He has never felt a woman's touch.
Oh, he thought it was.
what? No.
He just wasn't sure.
I heard that.
Oh man, I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? Is there any questions in the chat on the YouTubes or Rumble or anywhere? We'll answer them. As crazy as they are. Yeah, you have your hand up there. Canadian
Was
Spider-Man.
this as hard or as easy as you thought it would be, Steve?
Of doing the podcast?
Well, getting up to I mean, you've got a following. I mean, how many thousand people did you have watching the boxing stream?
Over 5,000.
Wow. Okay, so was this as hard or as easy as you thought it might be, Steve?
It's harder. With who I am, I have social anxiety with like 5 or more people, but when it comes to this, it's a little easier because I made it into more of a conversation with guys, and so that kind of relaxes it a little bit better. But to do a podcast about men's health awareness and everything, it's not easy in the sense of I need to come up with topics, I need to do all this stuff, and then you have to deal with the backlash with people who don't approve of this, especially with guys, which is very odd. You would think like, oh, we want to support this, and I've been told by multiple guys that they don't care about men's health awareness, and I'm like, this show is geared perfectly for you. And I've just taken it to be like, okay, cool, like that's fine. But it's hard in the sense where you have to come up with something that is going to draw people to learn. Out of all the shenanigans, all the ball busting jokes aside, like the goal is to make it to where you can learn something, even now or 10 years from now. You can come back and be like, oh wow, I learned something new. And it's been stressful on me to do this show, but I do it because I know there's people that want to watch it, and it's kind of fun. I've learned to enjoy Tuesday night as one of my favorite nights. It's just me hanging out with guys, and it's just
Fucking nice.
we're just having fun and talking about whatever.
Right?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's fun doing this while doing the show, but it's a whole different story outside of because of what I read and what I see, and I'm like, man, like my heart breaks for a lot of people what they talk about. Some are like, I can't do this and this and this. And I'm like, man, if I can just like reach out to them and be like, there is hope, don't worry. Also, it's kind of fun to bring the podcast to TikTok and just to piss off a bunch of people for no reason, for like non-political, like no, like there's no one side picking. It's fun. Tyler, you've seen this comic.
Steve,
Oh,
you
it's
need
getting
to
real on.
you need to build a Blue Sky account.
Do
Pretend you're liberal. Build up a
That's
whole
easy.
build up a huge audience. Get like 4,000 or 5,000 followers, and then simulcast this podcast on there, and just see how fast they ban you.
That's not a
Dude,
bad idea.
it's a project. Do it.
What would be the name?
Not Rancor Steve.
Someone, if I did do Rancor Steve on Blue Skies, someone's actually going to see him like, this dick, and this, and this, and this. He's a misogynist sex. I was like, when have I ever said any of that?
And it
I
would
like
probably
that.
be one of us.
I like when someone calls me sexist and misogynist because it makes no sense. Like, at all. I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
Just saying, I'm not a misogynist. I'm a misanthrope. I hate everybody. So
yeah, I just
get it right.
I just say, "Oh, you read my book."
Oh man.
What's Kegel? I made a Blue Sky account. I got banned within a minute.
See, I'm afraid I get banned really quick on there, just because.
No, you just got to talk the talk. Use the buzzwords. Link fucking stupid tweets from famous liberals and shit like that, and then get monetized and make money off of it. That way you
Fillet
get back
Mark
at it.
Hamill, and you'll have thousands of followers in no
Oh
time.
God, yes.
Wait,
I'd like
why
to
would
ask-
anybody want to do that? If I need a toothpick, I can just go to Denny's and grab it.
I think Steve's got or Canadian Spider-Man's got a question, I believe.
Yes. He's frozen.
Proceed, sir.
Well, yeah, it's Canada. Tyler got it.
Where they
I thought
put the
Fire up the
emphasis
moose.
on the wrong syllable.
Does he look like Rick Moranis right there? Just all frozen, like, hi guys.
And he's shrinking.
I think I shrunk.
Honey, we shrank the Canadians.
Rick Moranis
But-
is a hero. After that black guy bashed him in New York against the brick wall, did he fare okay from that? I never heard.
I don't think so.
One does not attack Rick Moranis.
Man,
I hadn't seen the internet that. I mean, that was like the first major
Maybe
outrage
that's an
before
opportunity
Peanut the
for me.
Squirrel.
When did that happen? I didn't hear about it.
That was like
It
4 or 5 years
happened-
ago.
Yeah. He kind of, supposedly from what I understood, he was going to come on Deadpool 3 and kind of do that as like, because I guess he's really good friends with Ryan Reynolds, but he just doesn't want to do acting. Like he'd rather just be with family, which is very noble. I respect it. It's how he left acting. I get it. And yeah.
Oh dear, that was. Yeah, Zelda, that was unkind. That was very unkind.
What did she say now?
She said, "Oh God, yes," is something that all of us have never heard. So, yeah, okay.
What?
Roger.
yeah, but why would we care?
Ask your mom.
But yeah. Is
Yeah,
there any other questions? Any other random topics?
yeah. Steve, when did you come to the realization that you were gay?
I don't know when.
Why'd you think about it so much?
Yeah,
I was trying to think of a joke and I couldn't think of a joke.
denial is a river in Egypt, Steve.
It was 7 minutes of heaven. It was just this and that and hey, peekaboo, I see you. Yeah, I don't. When those here's the thing, like that question, I'm just like, it's a random question to ask. But
What's been your favorite episode?
We have Starlink.
I would say cooking and firearms. Those are my two favorite. We can't do one of them because of YouTube, and they don't like it. But whatever.
Well, we can always call them cordless hole punchers.
Hole punchers.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do.
Well,
I love using
to
them in
be fair,
Minecraft, if that helps.
What?
Isn't
Right.
it true if you just said if you add in Minecraft, it kind of nullifies it?
Really?
Theoretically.
We'll test it out.
Allegedly.
I don't know if you did an entire episode about it if they would be that cranky, but you do have cordless hole punchers in your intro, and they haven't griped about that. So
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when we talk about it thoroughly, because YouTube had made, before we got away with it, they now actually have a rule, one of their stupid guidelines, where if you talk about how to clean a hole puncher, you get kicked off.
That's weird because I look at gun YouTube all day.
Now
There are
here's the
channels
funny thing.
and guys shoot and break
I
down
know
firearms.
the
and all
answer to
kinds of
that.
shit.
They are licensed FFLs. They have that, and which I'm never gonna spend that amount of money to get that. And they have the proof. A lot of them actually will build their own firearms. They have the license to do that. And there's 2 Canadian Spider-Mans right now.
What?
Hey, even better.
holy crap!
Get a screen grab.
Fun.
I'm not opposed to seeing 2 boobs on the screen, but come on.
So they actually have permission. Like YouTube knows them. They've been doing it for so long, like 20 some years, that when you see channels like that, they have an FFL license. And so it's like they are qualified to do all that. So that's the reason why. Do they get monetized? No. They have sponsors and everything. So they're doing just fine.
Holy shit. The guns.com has the Kel-Tec KSG 410 on sale for $400.
What?
Sorry, somebody just sent me a link.
Nice.
I've got another question for you, Steve. If you can hear me, what sort of sponsors would you hope for, and are there sponsors that you would refuse?
Now, which Canadian Spider-Man am I talking to? The left or the right?
I can only see one. I have no idea because I don't have this open on Rumble. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Is there 2? Am I the only one that's seeing 2?
No, it's
Seeing and
your
hearing.
VR, CSM.
Oh.
I have no idea. What are you guys talking about?
We're getting Canadian Spider-Man in VR.
I know.
Well, just kill one of me.
Okay.
Which one?
So the sponsor.
Just remember you asked for this.
So the sponsor I would like to have is Liquid Death. That's what I pretty much drink on every podcast now. I love their stuff. I will, like, I remember when I was in Texas, they didn't have Liquid Death at all in Texas. And my wife is looking at me. I'm in the gas station looking all around. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm looking for Liquid Death. Like, it's really good." And she's like, "You look like a drug addict right now."
I kind of feel like one too.
I was like, you know what? And I went up to the guy. I was like, "You have Liquid Death?" The dudes looked at me. Was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I was like, "Yeah, it looks like a beer can, but it's not. It's just like water or tea." Like, and I'm talking really fast, and he's like, "Dude, you Californians are weird." And I realized I was like, yeah. So that would be a sponsor I would like. I drink it a lot, and I always let people know. I even got Gary, who I work with, on Liquid Death. He was cutting sugar out, and he drank it, and he's like, "Wow, this is really good." I was like, "Right? It's good. Yeah, you should have some."
So, what sponsors would you not would you take a sponsorship from Bud Light?
Yeah, I'd do a sponsor. Are you kidding me? I would do a sponsor with Bud Light.
I'm not sure they're going to sponsor you.
Look, hold on. Before everyone jumps in, I'm going to make this very clear right now. Because I know Vincent's all gun-ho and like, yay, I get to jump on this one. Look, here's the thing.
Dude, they want to give you money. Take it.
Fucking, yeah. See? There you go. Oh, wait. You're not gonna make a joke?
No.
I'm waiting for a joke.
Dude.
Where's the butt?
Bills must be paid.
We don't have to make the jokes. The jokes make themselves. You just struggled with telling everybody whether you're going to come out of the closet or not. We already knew because you drank Bud Light.
Hey, see, there's the joke. No, it's
At least Dylan
Bud Light.
like
we have
one.
a problem with gay men.
If Bud Light was like, "Hey, we want to sponsor for you," yeah, I'd do it. I drink Bud Light on the show. It's like, is it good beer? No, but is it beer? Yeah. It's not Keystone Light.
Milwaukee's Beast.
You can't say, Keystone Light is one of the worst beers ever.
Dude,
I
it's
don't
like
like
someone,
rice
it's like
in
someone
my
melted
beer.
a yellow crayon in warm water.
Keystone Light is what you want if you're drinking all day at a Fish concert in the heat.
No, even then I'd prefer Coors Light.
Yeah, I'll take Coors Light. No, I would if there was a company that was like, "Hey, we want to sponsor you." I'll take anything because there's money involved, but
We've heard that.
it's
See, no, fuck that.
well, hold up. I'm not done yet. If it's it's like a liberal company and
Yeah,
it would have to be
say Ben and Jerry's wanted to sponsor you.
yeah, here's the thing. Now, I would have fun with this sponsor because they would have to be knowing, hey, these guys are jokes. Like, they're going to make jokes about this. They're going to do something. They're going to do something insulting.
Okay.
You would have to put that in your mindset. I would have fun with it. I would mock it pretty much. Like, that's the thing. So, no, I wouldn't get sponsors from them. I'm not really looking for it, but if a company was like, "Hey, we want to advertise our stuff," okay, I'll do it. I would do Black Rifle Coffee, even though I don't agree with a lot of what they do, but I like the fact that they're for veterans. Like, yeah, like the same thing with Budweiser. Bud Light, they help a lot of veterans, and so it's like I can't really go against that. I'm pro veterans and I'm pro military and everything. My family is in the military, so it's so there's that. If Dana White can have Bud Light sponsor them for UFC, come on, I'll do it.
I mean,
Like,
Bud Light primarily helps the Navy, though, so that doesn't count because that's on brand for them.
you're not helping my case here.
My uncle who served in my great uncle who served in the military during World War II told me a Navy joke. Do you want to hear it?
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
All right. So this Navy guy and this Air Force guy, are as you do.
Hold on. There's Mike.
Women don't appreciate. Women have no fucking idea. Okay, let's have a chat during it because literally 5 inches from each other having a piss. And so this Air Force guy and this Navy guy goes in. They go in, and the Air Force guy goes, taking a piss, and they finish up, and they're walking out, and goes to the Navy guy. Hey, don't they teach you to wash your hands? Don't they teach you how to wash your hands in the fucking Navy? You may have heard this before. And the guy in the Navy goes to the Air Force guy, no, in the Navy, they teach us not to piss on our hands.
Just the fact that we missed the entire setup for that. You're cutting out so bad.
It sounded like an auditorium.
Canadian internet.
Oh, I'm sure it's a funny
Hey,
joke.
I didn't piss on my hands, and if my dick was that dirty, I should be washing that in the sink.
Yeah.
Is it really this bad? Is my internet that bad?
It's very.
Well,
Try.
it probably doesn't help that there's two of
Can
you.
Elon hook me
Yeah.
up with Starlink? I'm
Your
gonna get
your
Starlink.
internet provider should be saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
Hey, Amish,
But on.
I think we may have finally found internet worse than Amish internet. It's Canadian.
Right.
So.
Hey, my internet's been pretty good lately. I'm not complaining.
So
I
Canadian
love you guys.
Spider-Man, try jumping out and then jumping back in. It might reset on your end.
Okay.
But
All right.
try that.
Okay.
Because
By the way, Rick, my internet has never been taken out by a drunk on a tractor.
yeah.
Your internet goes down when the hamster falls off the wheel, though. So
Fair. But still, drunk on a tractor took out your internet. In the middle of a show.
you are never gonna let me live that down, are you? That was like
You are
almost
never gonna live that down. You have
Anyways, so we're gonna get to tip of the hat, guys.
Hang on, real quick. Rick, you
yes.
have been able to complete shows during a tornado.
You guys literally bitching. You guys are
Okay.
having a dick contest. Who has the worst insult?
Nightmare scenario. We're gonna get 3 Canadian Spider-Mans when he comes back, right?
Oh God.
They're multiplying. They're dividing.
Send in the clones.
They're coming. But we're gonna get into tip of the hat, everyone. Watch. We're
Well,
gonna do this
if more than one of them comes back, somebody needs to yell out General Order 66. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, guys.
Slap that ass.
Hey, there's one.
My fire was chiming in with your fire. That was awesome.
Perfect.
Sound
Perfect.
effects with the fire. We had real fire.
So tip of the hat is where we give. I'm more worried about what Canadian Spider-Man is going to do at this point. But tip of the hat is where we like to give respect and tell us who in our life. It could be your mom, it could be someone personal to you, it could be a celebrity, whoever has made an impact in your life. And we like to go around the table because society, hopefully it changes and society will realize, hey, we need men and we need moms that'll whoop their boys into shape to be men and the dads to just go pull weeds. Let's go with Tyler.
My tip of the hat goes to Bret Easton Ellis. He's the one that wrote American Psycho, Less Than Zero, Lunar Park. He's one of my favorite authors by far. But he really pushed like boundaries with American Psycho. I don't get like offended easily at all, but when I was reading that book, I had to put it down so many times just to be like, Jesus Christ. And then just listening to his interviews, I've learned so much from him, not just from like his writing style, but his interviews where he actually talks about character arcs, character development, all that shit. But he had this one quote that just completely changed the game for me. He said, if you're going to censor yourself, you might as well just go into advertisement. Because when I was working on my first book, I thought about that a lot of like, dude, I don't know if I want to write this. So hearing that really helped me as an author just to say, I'm just going to go for it. So tip of the hat, Bret Easton Ellis, fantastic fucking writer, huge influence on me.
Nice. Rick.
For me, I think tonight my tip of the hat has to go to President Trump. I haven't given one to him yet, and I think he's earned one. He has significantly shifted our culture even since the election. I noticed there's a viral video going around now of a lot of sports figures doing his dance and everything else, and it's just you're seeing this major shift. I mean, like Nancy Mace right now is fighting the fight for, men not being able to use women's restrooms in Capitol complexes. That's a fight we wouldn't have had. That's a fight we wouldn't have had 2 years ago. And I think it's because there has been a major shift in this country, and I think it's predominantly due to him and the coalition that he's built. So I don't. He's getting my hat for the night.
All right, and I'm going to do this for the first time ever. Wes Cagle did a $5 rant, and I will say this: if anybody wants to give a tip of the hat, if you're watching on Rumble, you're more than welcome to do this. This is the first time we ever did this, guys. He goes, my tip of the hat goes to Tom Homan. I think I got that right. Deport 10 million by January 21st, 2025. That's a good tip of the hat, man.
Good answer.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That dude, he's the dad that you want, but you don't want, because if you do something wrong, you know he's gonna like come up with some discipline you're gonna regret. But then after that, you're gonna come out as the most masculine dude ever, and you're just gonna be like, I will punch a wall. Canadian Spider-Man, who is your tip of the hat?
I've punched a wall. I've hit a stud. I don't recommend it. My knuckles are not the same. You know what, Steve? I mean, the obvious answer is to you, sir. The obvious answer, I mean, I didn't even expect anything, and you know, I'm gonna try not to cry here, but I never expected to get anything from this, man. And I look forward to this every week, and you've done something here. And I'm not trying to blow sunshine up your ass, because if I was, I'd plug into 240. But you've done something here. This is something that not it doesn't get enough attention, Steve. And I've given a tip of the hat to you before, so my tip of the hat is to you. And you're silly enough to have me on a lot, and I appreciate just getting to know these guys, these gentlemen around me. I mean, I have so many questions that probably can't be asked in this. We'll ask them after when we go offline. But thank you for this, Steve, and in your honor, and 100 episodes, I think I'm gonna light some explosions.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
And drink some Sailor Jerry.
Yeah,
I think we might have.
Liquor and fireworks. I'm here for it.
Yeah, that bottle had a lot more in it when you showed it to us.
Well, they're just.
Yeah.
That's why there were two of them. He was being double.
This is the first.
Fantastic.
Where's the fuse? I gotta take off my glasses for
Just
this.
throw the whole thing in there.
All right.
Once again, Canadian Spider-Man is having trouble finding.
Don't tell him to do that. He did it.
See,
I'm over here.
We can't move the camera.
Pan right.
Oh shit!
Oh, it's right at.
Oh God! I hope he's alive.
You okay there, bud?
I think so. I think we're good.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Should I go get another one?
No.
You're good. You're good.
I would have paid cash. I would have paid cashy money to see that.
we just. What do you mean? Okay, send me the cash. I'll put you. We just did see it. Fuck it, Steve. Man, you're a fucking brother. Cheers to you, man. 100 celebrations. Everyone in the chat, light off some fireworks or explosives.
Thank you,
Here's all
man.
you
Thank
guys.
you.
Oh,
Man, you've exposed me to the greatest family. You guys all rock.
Hey.
And Tyler, like, despite what he says about you, man, you're a solid dude.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
Don't listen, Tyler. Thank you, man. That was really nice of you. I like that.
This is Benny
Jeff.
Hill.
Tip of the hat. Okay. Mine goes out to a very, very special gentleman. He actually recently took over as manager at a place near me, and he's like the coolest dude. So, Amir, thank you for taking over to the 7-Eleven so I can find my way home. I appreciate it.
oh, we got another.
Hold on, I'm gonna. Well, I'll get to that, but is that your tip of the hat?
Sure.
Okay.
Amir, the manager at the 7-Eleven, who guided me back after 8+ months of not being home. And I do have milk. Maybe expired, but I have it.
Dad?
But did you bring cigarettes?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Excellent.
And Wes Kago gave a $2 rant that says, "Here's the $2 for the Canadian fireworks show." I'm making profits, guys. Ori, what is your tip of the hat?
Oh, what? Hi.
Huh?
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. Yeah?
Mhm.
You okay? You hydrating enough?
Yes.
It's Coach
Good.
Packard from the swim team.
I haven't laughed this hard.
Okay, so my tip of the hat this week is going to go to PJ O'Rourke.
Motherfucker, you stole my answer. No.
He longtime libertarian conservative pundit, writer, 20 books, all of them fantastic. Wrote excellent articles for National Lampoons, like how to drive fast on drugs while getting your wang squeezed and not spill your drink. He was on Point Counterpoint on 60 Minutes, Foreign Affairs Desk for Rolling Stone. Just an all-around hilarious satirist. Fucking amazing dude. Right up there with Hunter S. Thompson. And if you're not familiar with him, read some of his shit. You will die laughing. And think while doing it.
There you go. Vincent.
Sir. Let's see. My tip of the hat would have to go to a man who is near and dear to all of our hearts, even though you may not know it. But he literally changed the way you live. His name is John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich. And I'll get to why.
I love his work.
Exactly. In 1762, he was playing cards at his club, and he decided the game was so intense he didn't want to leave to go eat. So he asked for roast beef between 2 slices of bread so he could eat at the table. Yes, he invented the sandwich, and it was named for him. So next time you tuck into that PBJ, you think of John Montague.
I will. I will.
Wow. Why is that man not on some money? I'm not.
Not just that.
This is a man's
but
channel.
giving women purpose all around the world.
Yes.
That's all men want is a fucking sandwich. You can't even do that.
A sandwich that's not too dry, but not overloaded with mayo. There has to be the right balance.
Oh,
guys,
like
Full art form.
ladies, like we like our sandwiches.
What?
I like
Split apart. Wait,
mayo.
split apart and ready to eat? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
You ever try to pull apart a cold grilled cheese sandwich?
That's what it's
Shut
like
up,
eating
shut up.
pussy in the
That's-
morning.
You ever tried to pull apart a cold woman?
Anyways.
Anyway,
Secret is within four
I was going to
hours
say,
of her passing.
the chainsaw hooker joke just got
Rigor
real.
mortis hasn't set in.
Anyways. My tip of the hat would be you guys.
Bob Mayonnaise, the inventor of mayonnaise.
No, Steve's
John
trying to be
Hillman.
serious.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
if
Okay.
the show could run just with me, but it would get boring, and I
shitty.
wouldn't have made it to 100 episodes. It's like, but the show doesn't really work without you guys, and even the guys who've been on in the past. I've enjoyed this very much, and I've learned something from each and one of you guys, like how to eat a deer heart live, or whatever shenanigans that Canadian Spider-Man does. I learned a lot from you guys, and it helps me grow and mature. And it's just, I can't wait for the next 100 episodes. It's fantastic. So it's without you guys, this show really wouldn't keep going. Yes, there.
What do you want?
Canadian Spider-Man.
What do you want for the next 100 episodes? Is the obvious question.
What
Are we gonna get naked?
Oh God, just
I think we should. Let's go fucking full Monty.
You mean
Fuck
you're not
you, dude.
now?
Let's go Rumble. No, just fucking right
Canadian
now.
Spider-Man. Canadian Spider-Man. Hold up,
right
hold up, hold up. No. I will kick you off so fast. Gosh. How much did you drink?
He drank a lot. That bottle's
You
half
drank
empty.
a lot.
Oh, that's.
I mean,
There's like 5 sips left in there.
I mean, enough
You
that
don't know.
to
Sailor
get
Jerry
naked.
is
I don't know
100.
how many's left.
Yeah, Sailor Jerry is very strong.
I mean,
He's
he's drank enough.
Oh, dude, no, you didn't just do that.
Yeah.
Good thing the
this
show's
is
about
after
to
me
end.
tonight.
Anyways,
He
oh, gosh.
drank enough that he wants to go into OnlyFans. That should answer every
Yeah.
question you have about how much he's drunk.
Yeah. Canadian Spider-Man, I don't know. I just want to keep going to the next 100 episodes and see where that goes. I don't have any high expectations. I do.
Do you understand
is
how
a-
much you've affected the people on this panel right now, Steve? And I'm going to embarrass you.
Oh,
But
shit.
let's go around the panel. How much do you love Rancor Steve? How much has this show affected your daily life? Because I'm going to say, I think about this you've affected me every day. And I'm sorry if you want to finish in 5 minutes, but whatever. Dude, let's blow some sunshine up Rancor Steve's ass. Please. No, let's go around the table.
And
Let's
he's-
start blowing
and-
some
And
sunshine
he's a
up his
complete
ass.
of the douche.
Rancor Steve deserves some kudos. And I'm no. We're not gonna let this 100 episode go down. No way without blowing some sunshine up your ass, because it's all about you. You did this, Rancor Steve. We're not gonna go out on a fucking whimper. Oh yeah, 100 celebrations. Oh yeah. Let's go around the table. What is Rancor Steve done for? Tyler, you look stunned. Let's start with you.
That was an epic speech, man. I appreciate that.
I'm fucking serious. Man, you've changed my life, Steve. The way I look on things. And all of us.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. You really built something special here, dude. And I do think we should take a moment to be proud and really reflect on making it to 100 episodes. Man, that's fucking incredible, dude.
Yeah.
It is, definitely. And for some ungodly reason, you chose me to be on your show. And
It wasn't for your good looks.
yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, please. I'm larger than life and twice as ugly, and I'll be the first man to admit that.
You're
But
the funniest amongst us.
No.
Shut up, you are.
You're
But
the funniest amongst
It's
us.
true.
but I do appreciate you having me on here, and I hope to be on many more episodes. Thank you.
Well, I know why he has me on. My check's cleared.
Rick, come
That's
on,
pretty
Rick,
funny.
you've got to say something here, buddy.
Well, I mean, honestly, this is a show that I've been paying attention to for a while because Jeff put it on my radar, and I'd always kind of hoped that at some point I would be asked to come on. So I'm definitely. I mean, this is something that's been near and dear to me for a while, and it's why we've started a couple of shows that we had on KLRN, which is another reason why I think this one is a great fit. And I mean, Steve, you're one of the people that tapped into this and found a niche that a lot of guys didn't even realize that we needed because just the way society's been. So again, heartfelt, sincere thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't think Steve understands the importance of what he's done. Like let's please blow some more sunshine up his ass. Like Steve, I'm not kidding. Like we work our week schedule. Like maybe you don't know this, but we work our week schedule around being on this show. Like at least some of us do.
So I'm going to put Canadian Spider-Man in quiet mode here for a second. I do thank you for what you guys have said. It means a lot. It does. And I know the importance of what this show means. I hear a lot of people come to me and just talk to me. Just have a random conversation and just be like, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. And which I've never gotten outside of before doing this podcast. And it's just, I have a love and a passion for helping guys. That's it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't care how many people are watching. I don't care how many people follow or subscribe, do a monthly subscription. I don't care about that. That's nice. It is. I'm not going to lie. But I just want to make content for people that they can come back 5 years from now and learn something. Learn how to cook, learn how to work on a car, do those things. And that's what's important to me. And I keep doing it. If it's one person that just watches, I'll keep doing it. Like it's because that one person wants to learn something. And so I'm going to do it. And it's become kind of a duty for me to actually do something, bring something to the community. So, but
You said duty.
I knew one of you guys were gonna do it. I was trying to make it all serious. I was like, once I said duty, I realized there's gonna be a joke, and I'm not gonna crack because usually if I say something funny in my head, or you guys are gonna make a joke, I'll crack a joke. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna do it dead serious, but so I want to thank everyone who joined me for 100 episodes. This is pretty
I want to
cool.
go for a moment if
Oh,
I can.
oh shit.
Yep. Strap in. I remember our conversations about this show when you used to appear on another show.
Oh.
And I remember the DMs back and forth with your ideas, with your thoughts. And as one of the original people on the show, to see where it has gone over these 100 episodes, as someone else who has just recently celebrated a 100th episode, it's not an easy journey to stay motivated and to do what you have been doing, and to see the various other men who have come on and gone, and all have had some impact on this show, and just the fact that you keep going on here, this is quite an accomplishment, and I am very proud to have been a part of about a third of the episodes, maybe a little more than that, because this show does actually mean a lot and reach a lot of people. And Steve, you are just an incredible dude for doing all this. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. So thank you guys. The other thing is I don't like being in the spotlight. That's why I'm doing a podcast with my face on it. But no, I do thank you guys, and I take that to heart. It means a lot. It means that like I need to keep doing this. It really does. Because I'll be honest, there's moments where it's like like halfway through this, I'm like, is this even worth it? And I'm like, you know what? And a lot of guys were like, you need to keep doing this. Who've been on the show? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Okay. I've been very blessed doing this, and it's pretty cool. So I'm excited about it. Next week's episode is fashion. How much is too gay?
Oh, jeez.
Thanks to Andy Masterson who came up with that topic. We're gonna do it. I cracked up reading his list because that one was one of my favorites. So that's gonna be the next one for next week, and that's right before Thanksgiving too, which is hilarious. To me, it is. But I want to thank everyone: Canadian Spider-Man, Jeff, Rick, Tyler, Vincent, Orty. You guys, I have so much fun with you guys. Even though you guys bust my balls, it's hilarious. That's the thing, guys. If you get your balls busted, just laugh it off. No worries, because you can cry later. Yeah. So we'll be here next week on X, Rumble, YouTube, and KLRN Radio, and all that stuff, and maybe Telemundo. I don't know yet. We'll figure that one out. If I know how to speak Spanish, which I don't at all.
We can
I can try.
pretend.
Yeah. Single. Muy. Gotta. You know, one Mexican be like, hey, I understood what you said. You said I was fat. Well, yeah. We will be here next week at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, for some reason that just popped in my head of a guy, Mexican guy, DM me. That was wrong. You shouldn't say that. I'm offended. Go back to Home Depot. On that note, I'd like to have President Trump always give us a send-off. As always, thank you guys in the chat. Thank you, Wes Cagle, for the rants. Yeah, I will open up even tip of the hat for people who want to give their tip of the hat. You'd have to go to Rumble to do a Rumble rant, and then we will name it off. And yeah, the show is always adapting. On that note,
Hail Hydra.
And we say bye-bye.
Fuck.
Bye-bye.
The hell I'd run!